if you are ready to awaken to the truth of who you really are, if you're ready to step up into your highly evolved consciousness and become the conscious creator of your reality so you can live your dreams, then stick around for this very first episode of Aleckson TV. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 questions you must ask yourself before you continue on this road less travelled towards higher consciousness, full empowerment of who you are, what you're here to do, and how to live life your way. Hello and welcome. I'm Aleckson. I am the Soul Speaker, giving a voice to the power within and helping you to become the powerful creator of your reality so you can step into higher consciousness living. So let's talk about happiness. If you're currently feeling that life is not turning out the way you think it should be for you, then I want to let you know first of all that you're not alone. And then I want to let you know that you can change your life. There was a time in my life when I felt exactly the same way. I was terribly unhappy in every area of my life. And then some smart aleck had the audacity to stand in front of me and tell me that happiness was a choice. Well, I went off on that person. How could happiness be a choice? You just get dealt your cards in life and you learn to live with it, is what I believed at the time. And then I heard the voice of my inner power say to me, what if he's right? What if he is right and you can choose happiness? So I decided that I'd do some research and find out if I could be happy. And if I could be happy, then how? How could I be happy? What did I need to do? So I went on a little journey and I started to research happiness. I started to find out how to be happy. I started doing the things that the books and the teachers were telling me to do in order to find my happiness. And I'm going to share with you today 3 questions that I had to ask myself and to get my head out of the sand, and then to also figure out what I was doing with my life, why I was unhappy, and what I wanted. So I'm going to share those 3 questions with you now. The first question is, where am I right now? Now it might sound a bit silly because where am I right now? Well, I'm right here. But we put our heads in the sand, don't we? We're like ostriches, put our heads in the sand. If we're having an unhappy life, we kind of hide from it. We pretend that it's okay. And we certainly pretend to everyone outside of our life that our life is doing okay, where we're not too bad. But the importance of asking the question, where am I now? And focusing on that is that you have to take your head out of the sand. You have to take a good, hard look at your life and at yourself and figure out what's going on that is making you feel this way. And then question number 2 is, where do I want to go? Now that is so important. The biggest problem I have with many people who come to me as clients is that they don't even know what they want. They know they want something different, but they don't know what that is. So the next question, number 2, is to ask, where do I want to be? Figure out exactly where you want to be. Do you want more money? And if you do want more money, how much do you want? Do you want a happier relationship with your partner? What would that look like? Make these decisions. Decide what this will look like for you when you get to where you're going. And then most importantly, the last question, which is, how am I going to get there? There are so many different ways, and we're going to be sharing with you through Aleckson TV every single week processes, tips, tools to help you to get there. Now, before we finish up, I want to make sure that you download your journal page. It's a 1-sheet PDF that you can use to remind you of what we've just spoken of. The questions are on it and other things that will help you through this week to do what we need to do in order to get to next week. Next week, we're going to start sharing processes and tools and tips to help you to get where you're going. How do you get there? We'll answer that question throughout this series of Aleckson TV, where we're going to talk a lot about energy, a lot about raising your vibration, a lot about minding your own vibration. But these 3 questions have to be answered first. So answer 1 and 2, come back next week, and we'll look at starting to give you the how-tos of how you can start living the life that you want, raising your vibration and living in higher consciousness, where truly things are much easier for you. And I want that for you. So come back next week. In fact, next week I'm going to share with you the very first tool that I discovered on my journey. It's called the Joygasm, and yes, it is that good. So make sure you come back and get that one, and we will see you then.